guys, long time no see. It has been a while since I picked up the camera. I know it probably doesn't feel like it for you guys, I don't know, but for me, life has just been crazy busy and I have not vlogged much at all. I shouldn't even be taking the time to sit here and chat right now because I have a busy day ahead of me, but I'm just trying to squeeze everything in. So, hi, I just sent off Jaden with lunch for the boys. Daryl is on his last day of harvesting today, and Jaden wants to go along. Obviously, I mean, he wants to go along anytime Daryl's harvesting, but especially because it's the last day and it's a big deal. So he ran off. We already did school and everything this morning, so he's gone. It's just me and the two littles here at home, and I am gonna have to start preparing lunch soon. It is 9:40, but we're gonna have to have an early lunch because this week is super busy for me regarding the children's resale. If you have been a part of my channel for a while, even just from, I think I probably talked about it in the spring. That must have been the last time. But if you've been around for a while, you would know that there is a sale, a big children's resale in my area that I'm a part of, and essentially it's kind of like a big garage sale of all these moms that come together and sell anything maternity, anything baby and kid related. It's kind of what this sale consists of. Toys and just everything. They have a sale that you can shop, but you also have the opportunity to sign up and be a seller. And this fall is the first time that I'm selling a big portion of stuff, mainly because I found out that we're having a girl and this is going to most likely be my last pregnancy. So I went ahead and I went through all the boys stuff, and it's over this last month, that's kind of something that's kept me busy. I think I've talked about it in my last video, but I went through all the boys stuff and just trying to spot clean outfits that maybe had some stains to see if I could salvage the outfit and sell it. And then I had to make tags for those outfits and all of that stuff. So I've been really busy with that. Well, this is the week of the resale, and so one of the ways that I can shop an early pre-sale is by volunteering several hours to help out with setting up the sale. So today is my first day of volunteer work. Today I'll be working 3 hours there, so from 12:30 to 3:30. Tomorrow I'll be working there for 6 hours. And that allows me to shop the pre-sale before the sale is actually open to the public. So obviously you get better options and clothes to pick from and stuff like that. So today I am working my 3-hour shift, which means my sister-in-law is going to be babysitting the kids, which means I'm just trying to have everything set up for her that makes it easy for her with the kids. So I'm gonna already make some lunch. I'm gonna make lasagna. So that will be pretty much done, and I'm hoping that they will be able to be fed by the time I have to leave, and then she can just put them down for a nap and won't have to worry about, handling them too much. That's kind of why I picked my hours of my shift that I did from 12:30 to 3:30. So anywho, I've got that going on today. Because of that, I had to squeeze in a lot of stuff in the morning, like school and getting the lunch ready for the boys and sending Jaden off and all of that stuff. So it's been busy so far. Trying to pace myself, so I still do have to prep lunch, and I do also have to write some more tags for a few pieces of clothes that we took to the resale yesterday to try to, submit them to the sale and sell them there. But they have a group of ladies that will also go over these items that are being brought in, and obviously they look for damages, they look for stains and all of that stuff, which is good. I'm glad that they are very thorough with checking the clothes and things like that. That way when I'm shopping, I can trust that I don't have to take the time to thoroughly look over every piece of clothing I'm picking out to see, is there a stain, is there a rip, And so all of that to say, yesterday they found a few of our items that actually had some stains on it, which is fine, so we just brought those back and tried to clean them last night, and some of the stains we were actually able to get out. And so I have to just write a new tag now for those and then take them to the resale with me today and resubmit them. So I have to also write out tags. So I gotta make lunch and I have to write tags for these clothes before it's time for me to head off and go work my 3-hour shift. So that's what I have been busy with, and that's a big portion of why I probably won't get a video up this week. I am still trying to get like YouTube shorts out for you guys, at least something, you know, to check in on us or kind of see where we're at if I'm not actually putting out vlogs. I've been busy. But there is something that I wanted to chat about though. I kind of figured I would also chat about a pregnancy update or kind of my thoughts on what's been going on lately with my pregnancy, because tomorrow I will be 29 weeks. And I know tomorrow I will most likely not have the time to get around to actually filming a pregnancy update video. And I also did just have an appointment yesterday, so I have some new information as far as how baby's doing and all of that stuff. So if you have not already, why don't you go ahead and pause this video, make yourself a tea or a coffee or grab a snack or grab some laundry you need to fold or something, because I'm going to start chatting about something that I have been dealing with and a pregnancy decision I've been trying to make over the last four days, I think, is when this whole process kind of got intense for me. Without wasting any more time and just diving right in, my blood type is A negative. With that being said, there is this thing called Rh negative blood. I'm probably going to butcher all the terms for this, so don't come at me. But essentially, with being a mom that becomes pregnant with a baby and having a negative blood type, if I become pregnant with a baby whose blood type is positive, there is this shot that they will typically give you at 28 weeks of pregnancy and then also possibly again after you've had your baby. And this shot is supposed to help prevent what typically happens is because I'm a negative blood type, if my baby is a positive blood type and for whatever reason, say there was a car accident or some type of trauma between me and baby that would cause our blood types to mix, it would signal my body to then start making antibodies to fight off the positive blood type, whether it's this baby or a future pregnancy. It would cause my body to create antibodies that would then attack the positive blood type. And so I didn't know a whole lot about this subject. All I knew, because of what I was told in the past with my pregnancies, was you're a negative blood type, you're pregnant, so you need this shot. And I never looked into it. I always just kind of believed that what my midwives or doctors at the time were saying was just what I needed, and so I never looked into it, never questioned it, nothing. And I was kind of just planning on going about my routine and getting the RhoGAM shot this pregnancy as well. The first time they typically offered it is at 28 weeks, so this last pregnancy appointment is when they were telling me I was gonna have to get my RhoGAM shot. This whole pregnancy, I never had the thought to look into it or anything. I just didn't until this last Saturday. I had a thought come to my mind randomly that was like, what is the RhoGAM shot and do I actually really need it? Because I don't like to put anything in my body that I don't absolutely need to. And so I just really wanted to study it and see if it was something that I actually really needed. So I started to do a deep dive and research into it, and I became very torn on whether I should actually go through with getting it or not. I'm not going to go ahead and try to get into describing all of the nitty-gritty and details about this shot and how it is supposed to prevent your body from making antibodies, but I can leave a website link in my description if you want to check it out. That will answer a lot of questions as far as what this is, how it's prevented and all those things. But essentially, by getting the shot at 28 weeks of pregnancy, you kind of prevent your body from creating antibodies if for whatever reason during the third trimester there would be some type of trauma that would cause baby's blood to mix with mine. If baby's blood type would also be negative, there's no issue and I don't actually need that shot. Same thing as if after baby is born, they're typically not supposed to give you the RhoGAM shot if they check the baby's blood type, which they typically do, and baby has a negative blood type like you do, you don't really need the shot. To backtrack a little bit, I found out that I actually was also given RhoGAM after having one of my kids that had a negative blood type, and I didn't actually even need it, but I didn't know any better, so I just didn't know to question that. So you kind of have to be on top of that too, which is sad. So anywho, the reason why I want to bring this up and talk about it is because I found out that there are actually options that you don't need this shot necessarily. There are other ways to monitor the pregnancy and the baby without getting this shot. And it's something that's not talked about. And honestly, within my circle of friends and relatives, I haven't found anybody that actually has negative blood type and even knew what this situation was or what kind of decision I had to make. So I guess this is not a super common thing to have negative blood. I don't know. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that. But what I found out was you can actually have a non-invasive test done to check what baby's blood type is while you're still pregnant. All they do pretty much is just take your blood and send it off and just request a specific test to see what baby's blood type is through your blood. I didn't even know that was a thing. That wasn't offered to me. I had no idea till I researched it. And then I asked my midwife about it and she was like, oh yeah, we can do that. I'm like, I just wish that somebody would have brought that up and told me I had options and not just said like, well, you're at 28 weeks, you need your RhoGAM shot now. I want to make this video to get the information out there that you have options. The reason that I didn't feel comfortable getting this RhoGAM shot is because it is a blood product, and I understand that essentially the donated blood is supposed to go through a purifying process that's supposed to get rid of any viruses or anything in the blood, HIV, all that stuff. This blood is essentially supposed to be clean and purified before it would be given to the Rh negative person that needs it. But there are also not a whole lot of clear studies on that, and I don't know, there are lots of stories of ladies that ended up developing an autoimmune disease after getting this, and just there are risks with also getting it as well as not getting it, so you just have to really research and get in all the information you possibly can and then make an informed decision. And so I spent Saturday and Sunday viciously researching this and trying to decide, is it the right thing for me to get? Should I decline it? One reason that this shot is important is that it's important for somebody more so for a future pregnancy. There are certain risks, like I said, if a person were to get in a car accident in their 3rd trimester and baby's blood and mama's blood mix and it was negative and positive, then your body would start creating antibodies. But there still is no guarantee that your antibodies would be created fast enough to attack your current baby. It's one of those things that everybody's body is different. Everybody's body responds differently. There are some people that have stories where they made antibodies really quick and it already started attacking their current baby, the baby's blood cells, and they had issues. There are some people that said that it was already far enough along in pregnancy that they gave birth and had baby before their baby started making antibodies. Some people said their blood mixed with their positive baby's blood and nothing ever happened. Like, it's just one of those things that it's different, so it's hard to make a decision. But anyways, all of that to say, I decided to decline the RhoGAM shot, and I am looking into ordering a test to have my blood drawn, and I'm going to check what baby's blood is and then decide again, do I still want to decline RhoGAM or do I want to get it? My midwife was very supportive of it. She didn't seem to put any sense of urgency on me as far as like, no, you need to get RhoGAM now because you're 28 weeks pregnant or anything like that. So I am very happy she was supportive of that. There are 2 different companies. There's one called Natera that works with my midwives and like the company that they suggest, but then she also told me there's a separate independent company called Unity. I think it's just Unity, I don't know if there's anything else, but you can also get a test kit ordered from that company, and she said that if I did that, I would just order the kit myself, bring it into my next appointment, they would draw my blood, and have that package put together, and I would just have to drop it off at a Walgreens or CVS or something on my way home, and then just wait for that to be sent off and receive results. So that is my current plan of action. But like I said, the reason why I wanted to talk about it is just for anybody else who might be out there that's kind of questioning whether they want to get the shot or not, if it's right for them. There is a Facebook page called RhoGAM Rebellion that I discovered, that if you go on there, there is a lot of information and you can have a lot of your questions asked and stuff like that. That's kind of where I learned a lot about it. And yeah, just know that you have options. You have the option to have baby's blood tested before baby's born, and if baby's blood type is also negative, well then you don't technically need the shot at all. So anywho, that is what's been on my mind. It really stressed me out. I didn't know what to do or what decision to go with. So I just wanted to talk about it because I felt like with trying to decide, when I was asking friends and family around me for their opinion, or if they, like what they thought, or if they had to go through that, it seemed like a lot of them were all positive blood types, and so they had no idea what this was or that it even existed, and that I had to make such a decision. So I felt kind of isolated until I found this Facebook group because I didn't know who to talk to for advice. So anywho, other than that, baby is doing good. We checked baby's heartbeat, and her heartbeat was 150s, but closer to 160s. She's been active like crazy. I have definitely felt more pregnant. I feel like I said that every update, but I'm feeling more pregnant, more heavy. Try to wear my belly band more so I have some more support. I had a funny thought this morning as I was straightening my hair. After I was done, I didn't have a bunch of hair on the floor to clean up, which normally I would, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. I've reached that part of pregnancy where like your hair stops falling out for a season and it starts to get thick and fuller. And I like this part. But I am just really hoping that postpartum hair loss doesn't hit me hard like it typically does, because that's never fun. Haven't really craved anything. Sleeping is a little bit more uncomfortable. I find myself tossing and turning a lot more. Trying to use my pregnancy pillow. I did have a couple times that I woke up uncomfortable and found out I had rolled over onto my stomach and was sleeping on my stomach, I guess, until baby started kicking up a storm like, yo, get off of me. Yeah, I'm gonna be 29 weeks tomorrow. I'm not even sure any of the stats as far as like how big baby is supposed to be. It's hard for me to go by that because I know that baby girl's already measuring bigger. Like the midwife measured my uterus yesterday and said my fundal height was measuring at about 30. So it's still about a week ahead. But anyways, for the heck of it, baby tomorrow is supposed to be the size of a head of cauliflower. Whatever that means. I've seen some ginormous cauliflowers, so I don't know about that. But roughly 15.5 to 16 inches, and then about 2.5 to 3 pounds, which, knowing my babies, because they measure bigger, she's probably at least 3 pounds or over that. Anyways, just wanted to catch you guys up to speed. I've been chatting for a long time. I'm gonna get going. I think that this is probably all that I'm going to capture. I am just very busy, and if I try to film anything else, it's probably going to be really random and unorganized. So I hope you are doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video, kind of just a pregnancy talk video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. To any of you that are watching this that have subscribed recently, I've gained a substantial amount of subscribers lately, and I just wanted to say thank you for clicking that button and joining our little corner of YouTube. I'm excited to have you here. I would love it if you would leave some comments on my video. Just doesn't have to be this one, but just saying hi and maybe tell me a little bit about yourself, because I love getting to know the people that are watching my videos and have been following along with our family and stuff. I would love to get to know you guys. So there's that little piece of information, but I gotta stop chatting. It's already over 10 o'clock. I need to start making lunch and get moving. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were doing well, and I will most likely pick up the camera and chat with you again after this sale is done, if you guys are interested, I could even film a video showing you what all I got for the kids for their new fall and winter wardrobe. If that's something you'd like to see, definitely leave that down in the comments below. But other than that, you know what? I might as well show you my belly at this point, because tomorrow I'll be 29 weeks and I know I won't get to it. So this is my 29-week prego belly and sweating already. Sorry if you're grossed out by that, but real life over here. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.